So, welcome to our review of these two movies for our Introduction to Cinema class. We had first up El Mariachi.
And the second one was Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown. Totally different films and totally interesting plots.
Both foreign films,
yes,
told in Spanish.
Both, one from Mexico and the other one from Spain. The El Mariachi is directed by Robert Rodriguez, and the second one is an Oscar-nominated foreign language film directed by Pedro Almodovar.
Right. First up, I want to talk about El Mariachi. The film by Robert Rodriguez was shot on location in a small village town in Mexico. Found the story to be very reminiscent of a Shakespearean tragedy full of unrequited love between a character we meet later, of course, the bar owner, and Moko, the bad guy in the movie.
Otherwise known as the drug kingpin.
I think that the Shakespearean theme kind of is played out with the mistaken identity between the main character, the mariachi, who just wants to play his songs in town and get some recognition as a mariachi. And the bad
second
guy, Azul.
Azul, who's basically also the guy who wants revenge on Moko after he was in prison for crimes that he did not commit whatsoever. This is the story of these two characters who get caught up in a game of cat and mouse when the mariachi player is mistaken for Azul, and both of them are being hunted down by the drug cartel.
The only similarity between the two being the fact that they are both carrying around a black guitar case. I happen to be wearing an outfit that has mostly black.
There was a lot of things I loved about it, like particularly some of those scenes, but however, there was something that just didn't really catch my attention. Like, first of all, Azul was more, gordito. They were wearing different colors of shirts the whole time.
Oh, I know, yes.
Azul was wearing blue, and El Mariachi was wearing white the whole time.
Which I thought symbolized his purity almost, or his goodness in the movie. And I think concluding the Shakespearean theme, the unrequited love, and the love story kind of gets deteriorated or destroyed in the end with that brutal death scene. Yeah. It was very tragic.
Oh yeah, it was a very heartbreaking scene. You'll like it because it's action, it's a thriller, but at the same time there's a little bit of laughs, like a dark comedy.
So it's funny when Azul just kind of like opens his own lock and walks out. I thought that was very funny. Yeah. Funniest part I liked was the bathtub scene. Oh. So he's sitting in the bathtub in Domino's upstairs apartment above the bar after she's given him the job. And he decides he's taking a bath. She comes upstairs to check on him because she thinks that he's gone around killing 10 of Moko's people. She threatens him with what looks like a little dagger, we find out is a letter opener. And she just lets him know that she has the upper hand and he can't swindle her. Yeah. It was very good. Overall,
which I thought was very good and very funny, by the way.
¿Quién eres?
Soy un músico.
Tócala. Toca algo dulce. Tócala.
My favorite scene by far was the part where he's like, why would I hire one mariachi when I have a whole team of mariachis?
Cuando ya tengo una banda entera.
Except for one fact, it's just basically one person playing a piano, really.
Or a keyboard.
Or a keyboard, yeah.
Robert Rodriguez film with all of the blood and gore, the crazy action sequence scenes, speed up action, kind of like when the guy's like quickly dialing the phone. Yeah. And I like that.
And if you ask me, Robert Rodriguez, he'd be more like the Quentin Tarantino of Mexico. What did you think of the ending?
I liked the ending. I thought it was very very full of heartbreak.
Yeah.
The main character falls in love. The mariachi falls in love with her.
With Domino.
And Domino ends up dying in the end. And
Yeah.
he doesn't get to have her. He holds her in his arms and then has to let her go before he even really had her.
Same thing with Azul, even though, he wanted revenge the whole time, he ends up not getting his revenge because he ends up getting killed by Moko.
The thing I loved absolutely most about the movie was the use of the sound effects. You can tell from the very beginning that the sounds are very important. The girl in the pool walking with the footsteps, the sounds of the iced tea being stirred, the clicks and clanks of the bars. Oh, and the way the music builds up all the tension.
Oh yeah, the
definitely
original score was so good, but I guess what they could have done differently is that I don't like it when the villain wins. Had they not killed off Domino and Azul, made it much better. Basically, it wouldn't have to be that heartbreaking in the end.
I liked it. So that was a mariachi.
Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown, which I liked a little bit. I mean, it had some funny moments, but it was just too weird at the center of it all. And in this film, it's basically the story of three women, dealing with their own personal problems. The first one, you have Pepa Marcos, who's a TV soap opera star. She basically breaks up with her boyfriend after thinking that he's cheating. He's very unreliable.
He's her co-star on her show that she's
Yes, Ivan, yes. And the second one, you have Candela, whose life is basically turned upside down after she discovers that her boyfriend is a Shiite terrorist. And the last one is Lucia, who happened to be the divorced wife to Ivan, actually. She gets released from a mental hospital after claiming that she's gotten better after she spent 20 years locked up in a mental institution.
She's definitely still mental. The characters, the plot is propelled further by all of the characters' lives being intertwined in some way or another.
And the comparison that I could give to this film, it's like Desperate Housewives meets a telenovela. This film had a lot of great scenes. Also, it was great writing. There were some funny moments in there as well.
I thought that the film was a little bit predictable. I could almost anticipate what was happening next in the plot. There's the secret that she's hiding throughout the whole movie. And as soon as she was handed that envelope with the doctor, I knew she was
you already knew right off the bat
pregnancy.
that she was hiding something. What was your favorite scene in the movie?
But my favorite scene was when she is sitting there trying to light the cigarette. She's holding all the matches. She's already almost in a fit of hysteria. And then she's like, I shouldn't smoke. Tosses the matches onto the bed, causes this huge fire. And then in her sleep pill-induced whatever, she's sitting there and she's just entranced by these flames that are engulfing her entire bed, which she has to show the next day for real estate.
People that want to buy the house happens to be her stepson.
Former lover's son and his new fiance. Just played by Antonio Banderas. As soon as his fiance has a little bit of the gazpacho, which has been spiked with sleeping pills, she falls asleep, quickly following in his father's footsteps by kissing
Candela.
Yes, who hysterical in her own way on the verge of a breakdown because of the Shiite terrorists who are threatening to take over a plane on the way to Stockholm.
Yes, and then at the same time, she's afraid of also getting caught, basically, for harboring them.
The airport scene, definitely the culmination of all of the drama. Everyone shows up at the airport. I thought she was going to kill him. Is traipsing off on a vacation with the lawyer who happens to be involved with the mother, and Lucia, who is definitely crazy. She goes to the airport, has two guns. She's about to shoot Ivan, who's running away with this other girl. It just happens to be the same flight that the Shiite terrorists.
That was a very suspenseful scene, actually. They're being shot at actually beforehand. It was funny, but I just wish they could have added more comedic, scenes in the movie instead. Because to me, it sounded more like a drama than it was a dark comedy.
It was definitely over-exaggerated with the drama. I think it was meant to build up the tension. And then the cab driver. He was my favorite element. I thought that he added some comedic relief.
A lot of comedic relief.
It was very good. I think that Antonio Banderas' character constantly kissing Candela with his fiance sleeping 10 feet away.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be a little comedic.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a little comedic, but you know, I think like most of these viewers will probably think, what the heck is he doing? You know, like your fiance is like, at first when I watched the film, I thought, is she dead or is she not dead or is she just unconscious?
When she falls down after drinking the gazpacho and Peppa is just like carrying her limp body, and she's like, and they look at her and they just go with it and they just carry her. And they barely even check to see if she is alive. Peppa is running around the whole city just going
insane.
She is going insane. She's staying out all night, following Ivan around, trying to get him on the phone in any way she can, all the while ripping the phone cord out of the wall over and over.
That was crazy. That was crazy. And then also she makes the policeman drink the gazpacho even though it's been
spiked with barbiturates. I thought it was very good that the telephone repairman comes in and he's like, yes, I got a call this morning that the phone needed repairing. My favorite thing, really appreciated Peppa's candor through the whole movie.
Yeah.
She has gone through life. She's just trying to work through her problems in the best way she knows how. She owns all of her problems. When someone asks what's going on, she's not airing it for everyone to hear. She's not asking
for sympathy like the way Candela is. Basically, like Candela wants more attention and more sympathy from her best friend, even though she's going through her own problems as well and trying to handle it clearly in a normal way. Instead of like Candela, on the other hand, she's basically dealing with everything like in a crazy way. Like she had no idea that her boyfriend's a terrorist and all that stuff. She had no idea what was going on the whole time.
Hysterical the moment the police come in.
Oh yeah.
Candela's hysteria is matched perfectly by Peppa's, just the way that she just controls the situation.
Yeah.
She just answers all the policeman's questions with mostly the truth.
Yeah.
And she just tells them, you know, I've had a bad day, I'm having some problems. You know, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Coping with all of it. Especially when the policemen are coming in, busting in your door. You got a crazy woman calling you and showing up at your doorstep. Waving guns around in the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Overall, I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
I thought that there were some things they possibly could have done better, but they told the story. It wasn't too slow. It flowed. I think Peppa in the beginning starts off hysterical and definitely goes through her phase of crazy throughout the movie, but by the end she's just accepted her lot in life and realized that, you know, this is just another way to learn from everything and move on from this terrible man who's caused her all of this pain, and she sees all the other lives that he's affected with his philandering ways. I would give this movie 3 stars.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I would give it 3 stars or maybe 3.5 stars. I mean, it's a good movie, but I don't think it would be a movie that I would ever want to watch again.
No.
Yeah.
You're not recommending it to your friends.
No. So
definitely, if I had to pick between the 2 movies, I'd say El Mariachi.
Me too, but I would skip the ending because the ending was super tragic.
It was low budget. They did a lot with the camera angles and the wide angles that they use.
Yeah, there's not a lot of low budget films that could, you know, do camera angles that good. Basically, like how much was the budget for El Mariachi?
They spent $7,000.
$7,000
on that movie.
Wow.
Because it was shot on location.
Yeah.
He used friends, and the person who plays the lead also co-produced it.
Yeah.
Now I will say that watching that movie, I wanted some nice cold, refreshing gazpacho. It looked delicious.
You did.
And I took her recipe down. I'm gonna have to make it.
As long as you don't spike it, that's the good part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. High five.